Hello students, in our last video we learned the poem A Time to Believe. Today we will learn a new lesson, that is Dick Whittington and his cat. Here I am going to narrate the whole story for you. Hope you all listen carefully and enjoy it. This story is of a poor boy and the name of the boy is Dick Whittington. He was living in south of England and he was not having proper house. Even his parents also had died. People treated him very badly. So one day he heard a news that streets of London is covered with gold and pieces of gold. So he decided to go there and search his fortune, search his luck over there. As he walked towards London, he had not gone far away when a man in a cart stopped and asked that, "Are you running from your home?" The boy replied, "I don't have home. I am going to search my fortune on the street of London." The man said from the carter that, "I am also going to London. Will you join me? We will go together." Then the boy sat on the cart. Both of them started their journey towards London. The carter left the boy on the street. It was about night time. The boy got surprised by looking at the street of London, though he has thought that the street of London might be full of pieces of gold and the rich man will be found over there. But the street of London was full of garbage everywhere. People over there very unfriendly. He became very sad and he was not able to understand where to move from there. So he decided to be over there only on the street to spend the whole night. Suddenly, he found a space which was very narrow spaces between two buildings. He thought that there I might be able to sleep comfortably, sleep safely. The boy spent the whole night over there on the street by sleeping between the passages of two buildings. Next morning, when he woke up, he was very miserable, very hungry, and he was having cold also. He wandered around begging for food, but everywhere he was getting shout of the people. People were shouting at him, "You lazy fellow, move from here. Why don't you work?" So he wandered here and there, but didn't get food or water from any of the house. After some times, he became very sick and fallen on the street of the London. When he fallen over there, he found that the house which was beside the street was the house of a rich man, a rich merchant, and the name of the merchant was Mr. Fitzwarren. Then Fitzwarren, who was a merchant, he was not there in the house. His cook was about to drive Mr. Dick from there. By the time the owner of the house, that is Mr. Fitzwarren, he had come back to his house from the ship. Mr. Fitzwarren was a very kind person. He stopped the cook not to drive the child from the road, just take him to the home. And he asked the child also, if you want food, why don't you work? The child replied, I want to do work, but I don't know anyone who can give me any kind of work. The Fizwaran said that I will give you a work, don't worry. He ordered the cook also take the child to the house, first of all feed him and then give him some kind of work. The child went inside, he got the food. Now he is little bit safe and happy. He got a place also to sleep in the house, but the place was very narrow passage type of. He was having two problems over there in the house. One was he was beaten by the cook, though he was doing his best, doing proper job of cleaning the vessels. Then also he was beaten, he was shouted by the cook. Second problem was of rats and mice. Whenever he used to sleep in the night, the rats and the mice used to crawl all over his body and he was unable to sleep for the whole night. Then he decided to collect some money and buy a cat who can kill the rats and mice and remove them. Finally, he got a cat, and the cat used to chase the mice and the rats. Finally, he was now able to sleep. But the second problem which he was had, that he was beaten by the stick, shouted by the cook, that problem was not yet solved. He was worried a lot. Now then he decided to move back to somewhere else in search of his fortune, in search of his luck. So he left Mr. Fizwarin's house along with his cat to somewhere place just to search his fortune. As soon as he walked for a few days, he became tired and sat on a stone and just began to rest for some times. Suddenly, he heard the bells ringing in the church, and that day was 1st of November, and that day was celebrated as All Saints' Day. The bell was ringing continuously, and Mr. Dick thought that bell is giving a message to me that turn again Whittington, thou worthy citizen, Lord Mayor of London. It means that the bell is giving message to the boy Whittington that turn away means go back to Mr. Fizwarin's house. There you may become the Lord Mayor of London. Dick began to think, by becoming Lord Mayor of London, I may become a very rich man. I would be liked by the person in the villages. I may get pride from the people. So he decided to move back to Mr. Fizwarin's house. He was now ready to get punishment of cook also. By the time he went back to Mr. Fizwarin's house, Mr. Fizwarin was about to return from the ship. Though, as I told you, children, that he was a merchant, he used to load the ship with the goods, and the goods was carried by the captain towards other countries, and in return the ship was coming back to their country again with the goods which was required in their country or at their place. So now the child has thought that my fortune may be successful here itself by staying in the Mr. Fitzwarren's house, by staying in London itself. Now, children, the next part of the story will be continued in the next video, and here I am going to read the lesson for you. You all have to listen carefully and note down the meaning of new words. There was once a poor boy called Dick Whittington who lived in a small village in south of England. He had no proper home, for both his parents had died, and he was unkindly treated by many of the villagers. One day Dick overheard some say that the streets of London were paved with gold, and he decided that he would go there at once and pick his fortune up in gold pieces from the streets. For he thought people might treat him in a good way, and so young Dick set out to walk to London. He had not gone far when a man in a cart stopped and asked him if he was running away from home. I have no home, Dick answered. I am on my way to London to find my fortune. I am going to London myself, said the carter. Jump up here beside me and we will journey together. They arrived in London just before nightfall, and the carter left Dick and made his way to an inn. Poor Dick stood alone and looked around him in dismay. Where was all that fine gold? All he could see were dirty streets and unfriendly people. Nowhere to sleep. In the end, he slept in the night in the corner of an alley where he had hoped he would come to no harm. The next morning, Dick woke up cold, miserable, and very hungry. He wandered around begging for food, but again and again people shouted at him, "Go away, you lazy fellow, be off with you," and aimed angry blows at his head. At last he collapsed in the street and lay there too weak to look further for the food. By chance, Dick had fallen in front of a house belonging to a rich merchant called Mr. Fitzwarren. The cook was trying to drive away when Mr. Fitzwarren returned home from inspecting his ships. He stopped and said, "Dick, why don't you work if you need food?" "I would work," said Dick, "but I know nobody who will give me anything to do." "Take him into the kitchen," Mr. Fitzwarren ordered the cook. "Feed him first and then find some work for him." So Dick was given a home and a living. He had a smaller corner of the attic to sleep in, and his job was to help the cook with all the pots and pans in the kitchen. Dick's life should have been much better than before, but he still had two difficulties to face. The first was that the attic he slept in was overrun by rats and mice. At night, they scampered all over him and kept him awake. After a time, he solved this problem by saving the few pennies he has paid and got a cat. Now Dick was able to sleep peacefully. The other difficulty, which was not so easy to overcome, was the cook's bad temper. She shouted and screamed all day and would scold Dick and hit him with a wooden spoon, even when he was working as hard as he could. One night, Dick decided he could stand it more. Early the next morning, before the cook was up, he set out with his cat to seek his fortune elsewhere. The two of them walked as far as Holloway on their way out of London. Then Dick sat down on a stone to rest. It was the 1st of November, All Saints' Day, and the church bells were ringing. As Dick sat down and listened, it turn again, Whittington, thou worthy citizen, Lord Mayor of London. Lord Mayor of London, said Dick, I should like to be Lord Mayor and ride in a fine coach. I can put up with a few scoldings from the cook if that is what is in store for me. So Dick and his cat retraced their steps to Mr. Fitzwarren's house. Luckily, they were able to slip back before they had been missed. Now Mr. Fitzwarren used to send ships far across the sea to trade with other countries. He would load a ship with goods for the captain and ship's crew to sell in faraway places. Then they would bring back goods that could be sold at home. Now here students, the meaning of new words are there. You have to write down the meaning of these new words. Thank you.